In Sin City's concrete jungle, there is more than meets the eye. Dive in and go behind the neon.
What does your art explore?
And within my family, I feel like I stick out like a sore thumb, honestly. And I'm very grateful for that because I don't think it came out of nowhere. I think a lot of my family uh, is creative, but maybe they weren't allowed to. Maybe society didn't feel it didn't welcome them in that way or whatever, their family, their lineage. But the way that it came out of me, I feel like it was so natural and I felt like I was following my purpose. And I feel like within that, the next generations are open to doing the same and expressing themselves the way they need to. So I think it's really like the fact that I'm even doing art is like incredible in the grand scheme of things. And I don't think it'll start with me. I don't think it started with me, and it's definitely not going to end with me.
How does spirituality play a role?
Spirituality is, I feel like if I wasn't spiritual, I wouldn't create at all. I feel like that's how I keep faith with anything. Like that's how my purpose is. I don't live off of like deadlines or I have to do this by a certain age or a certain time. I'm really just like, I'm going to create what I can. So I think that's the only purpose I have. And it gives me so much more relief in my life. I don't have to overthink or be anxious. Like, as long as I create, I feel like that's what God wants for me, honestly. And since then, I feel like, because it wasn't always like that. I feel like I was anxious before. And now that like I am completely following my spiritual journey, I feel like life has been so much more chill. Yeah.
How does resistance and liberation play a role?
I feel like resistance and liberation is something that we are always going to deal with in our just regular life. And it's how you react to it. So, I feel resistance sometimes. Like before I start work, it's always a lot of resistance. But I think it's because I'm like thinking too much about it, and I'm overthinking what other people may think of it or how I'm showing up, or is it someone gonna like it. But it's so liberating to just get it done and just see how it goes and how it flows. And I feel like as long as you get comfortable with resistance and feeling that, but not letting that stop you, I think that's the best thing you can do. I think that's a beautiful balance, both of those. And I think they're both great tools to have as an artist. Because without those, if you just have liberation, like too much freedom is bad too, I think. But I think if you have some resistance, I think that adds character.
What reaction is your goal?
My biggest thing is for people to feel inspired to be themselves. That's a big one. So like, let's say that they don't like my art or whatever, and that's possible. That's okay, because it's like, as long as it like, you know what, like I don't like this, but I want to do it this way. Please do it that way, I just hope that like it inspires people to really dive into themselves, like look at themselves and be like, you know what, that's cool, and whatever that they want to express, that it's okay for them to. I'm very big on that. Like I always want people to feel like it's okay. I'm open to what you feel, so feel what you want. And So yeah, I want people to come in with an open mind, to leave with an open mind, hopefully bigger than what you left with, more curious, and to dive into that curiosity, that resistance. If that makes sense. I'm Gaia Speaks. My socials are Gaia Speak. Yeah, I also, if you want to follow the Vegas Creative Network too, I do that. But mainly as an artist, yeah, Gaia Speak.